Oof, not the best day for stocks, guys, as we're down across the board. The VIX is up, and as the government shutdown is looming over the entire market, right? So we have to go over the charts in this video, the indices, of course, and I want to go over stocks I'm watching now. We do have some stocks that are in the green, but I do want to go over a bunch that are down. I mean, look, the majority on my watch list are in the red right now, so we have to go over some stocks that are falling, what I'm looking to do, what I'm looking to buy as stocks are going down now. But first, hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe, follow along for more content. Of course, take a sip of your coffee, and now let's dive into it. So, like I said, we are down across the board, and it's currently about 1:15, 1:30 p.m. East Coast time. So the day's slowly wrapping up here, guys, and the S&P's down 0.25%. QQQ roughly the same, 0.25%, as the Dow's down 0.3%, and the Russell is down almost 1%. What, 0.8, 0.9%? And the VIX, which you guys know I've been saying is super low. The VIX is up to 16 points, 1650-ish, up just over 2%. So not an explosive day for the VIX, I guess you could say, but it's still up 2% on the day, as I think the metals are slightly down. Actually, no, silver's down, which silver, it needs to cool off a little bit, so I'm not surprised silver is seeing a sell-off. But gold keeps on pushing, guys, with $4,000 an ounce in the crosshairs, which honestly I think gold is going to hit 4,000 an ounce, no problem. And you guys know I'm in gold. I've been long gold for years now. I think it belongs in everybody's portfolio, but we're not going to dive into that in this video. Just realize, guys, the dollar has not been doing well. The dollar's down like 11% in the last year, or is it year to date? I think it's the last year. And yeah, that's helping gold, helping silver, helping Bitcoin, helping a lot of these different assets, right? So yeah, we're not going to dive too deep into that, but yeah, gold's on the way to 4K for sure, in my opinion. Not financial advice. What do you guys think about that? But let's run through these indices quickly. SPY is failing here to break out of the highs from yesterday. Yesterday morning, we hit about 665, 666 in the pre-market, and we actually double topped yesterday pre-market, and it's kind of been downhill since, right? And we can see on the 30-minute chart on SPY, really ever since Powell said, the markets are fairly highly valued. Now we have the government shutdown looming, causing some volatility. Now we're seeing a little sell-off ever since that. But at the end of the day, guys, we're only down. I posted this in my Discord. We're only down 0.7% on SPY from all-time highs. Not even a percent, with the government shutdown looming, with Powell saying, the head of the Federal Reserve, for Pete's sake, that equity prices are essentially highly priced. He said that out of his mouth. We're only down 0.7% with that coming out. Pretty nuts. It's really not a pullback at all, really, at this point, guys. I mean, it is slightly, but is it really that big a deal? No. And QQQ is down 1% since Powell said that. Not that much, man. Not that much. And the reality is, if this government shutdown gets drawn out maybe a little bit, sure, there could be more volatility, some more red. Is this going to be a long-term, prolonged problem, the government shutdown? Absolutely not. It's gonna blow over quick, but it could cause some short-term volatility. And the reality is, we might be due for a little more downside. If QQQ came down to that 180 SMA, something like this, let's say 585, another $10, $10, $12, yeah, that would make sense, right? If SPY were to come down to the same moving average on the same chart, 4-hour time frame, if it were to come down to 655, another $7, man, it would make sense. And again, we're only down 0.7%, guys. We could afford a little more downside here. So keep in mind, volatility is coming up. Government shutdown, although it's not a long-term fear by any means. We've seen this happen again, time and time and time again. It's not a long-term fear, but it could be a short-term thing, right? A short-term volatility inducer, whatever you want to call it, right? It's gonna cause maybe some selling in the short term, but it's not a long term thing. So keep that in mind, man. And I've been getting questions, Stas, you selling stocks? No, I am not selling stocks. This is not going to be a long term thing. Yeah, what do you guys think? But overall, markets right now, man, it's been a wild ride. September was supposed to be, based on the data, a bad month, but it was a great month, and now we're seeing a little selling into October. So it's like we might see this little period now between where we are now and when earnings start, maybe no man's land, if you will. We might see this little period of time where it's rocky a little bit, maybe some selling, piggybacking on what I said before. It's possible. And we do have those corporate earnings coming, in about 10 days, 2 weeks, and that's what could cause the rally to kick back up. So yeah, overall, guys, those are some thoughts. I do feel like we could see some more downside here into October, into those corporate earnings. But I think that end of the year rally, which I've been saying here on the channel for a little bit, I think that's still intact right now. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, the market has been rallying, all year, but I think it's going to remain intact until the end of the year. Let me know your thoughts. So let's go over now some stocks here that are moving. We covered NVIDIA, I think, earlier. NVIDIA is crushing it, man. All-time highs. The ascending triangle looks like it's playing out that we called out on NVIDIA. You guys can see that pretty much fully playing out now. Let's see what else. If we come down here, other big tech names. Funny enough, NVIDIA is the only big tech name today that is in the green, at least on my watch list, the ones that I track, right? Google's down 1% on the day right now, which you guys know I've been bullish on Google for years, man. I've been long for years, and I was buying like a madman in this window right here, in this pocket right here from, the beginning of this year, pretty much up to April. Even after the crash in April, I was buying Google, and we got that Chrome news, and man, this stock essentially re-rated, and it just popped $50 a share. And at this point, we're seeing a nice pullback, rightfully so, on Google, 1% drawdown today. And it's like, again, the market has been begging for a sell-off. We have this, government shutdown now. We got the words from Powell, kind of sparked the sell-off a little bit, and it's very healthy. And I think this moving average will act as support on Google. And you're noticing this on a lot of the other big tech names as well. Maybe not Meta. Meta's down 2%. It's actually looking a little double toppy, if you will, here on the chart. We're looking like we hit 790, 800 back in August. We hit it again about a week or two ago, failed. So not the best looking chart. I guess a better example would be, what is it? Apple, right? Yeah, Apple got really hot. Now it's starting to cool off a little bit. But now that I think about it, a lot of these big tech charts don't look that great. I mean, Amazon, I've been buying it here recently, guys, on this little dip. The chart doesn't look phenomenal. I'll be honest. It does not look great at all. But I'm buying Amazon. This is more of a long-term play. So I'm not too, stressed about the chart. It's more about the price. But obviously, long term, we want to see that chart going up to the right, which Amazon is. But I do think it's going to go over 250 next year. So I am buying up shares here. So Amazon's down on the day. I didn't buy any more today, but I did buy some yesterday a little bit. In terms of big tech charts, though, we got to give the cake to maybe Google at this point, man. It was looking rough for a little bit, but Google is looking hot. Obviously, Oracle, you got to give it to Oracle as well. Oracle has been hot. This one got to 350, man, way overbought. Let's keep it real. Now it's come back to earth, right by that moving average. I feel like right around 260. I'll give it a broader range. Let's say 250 to 275. I think that could act as support here on Oracle. So keep your eyes on that. We're approaching that old resistance. We were peaking out at about 260 for about a month, a couple weeks. We broke through it obviously after earnings, the big news we got, and now we've seen a pullback back to that spot. So let's see if we get that. rebound, the buyers to come in. That's what I'm looking for a swing trade here on Oracle. So I'll leave it there, I guess, for this video, guys. I mean, look, there's a lot of red. Adobe's down 2.5%. We said Meta. Netflix is down 1.7%. CrowdStrike down 1.2%. But the thing is, it's not like we're seeing collapses. It's only like a 1-2% type of red day. But the question is, will we see a couple of these back to back? Going back to what I said earlier in the video, we might get a little more rockiness here in no man's land before earnings season starts, but I think we'll pick up after that. But yeah, sizable pullback on some of these stocks, but much needed, man, much needed, especially on Oracle, especially on Google. Apple arguably needs a pullback. The indices as a whole are getting the pullback. We're looking pretty healthy here, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Smash the like button, by the way, and feel free to subscribe and check out the Patreon. I get asked all the time, Stas, do you have a Discord? Stas, how do you build your portfolio? Guess what? That's on Patreon. We're posting updates, weekly portfolio updates. We're putting in fresh money every single Monday. I'm putting in $500, guys. We're buying stocks, building this portfolio. And if you want to be a part of that and the Discord, you get all the updates. That's on Patreon. Link down below in the comment section as well here, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.